right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. We got to talk about Armand Membou, right? His performance against TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously coming into the matchup, this is no small feat. This is something where, you're looking across the line of scrimmage and you're literally looking at a Hall of Famer, a future Hall of Famer here in TJ Watt. And Armand Membou not only was just up to the challenge, but actually dominated. Armand Membou dominated. 0 sacks, 0 quarterback hits, 0 quarterback hurries, 0 penalties allowed. Very, very productive in the running game. And honestly, even though I love the Membou selection, right, I felt like he should have been the guy in the top 10. Even though I love some other players, Tyler Warren, Tedero McMillan, there were some awesome players in this class that I felt like made sense for this Jets team. It just kind of felt like Membou was the right one. Even though I was on board with Membou, I was still looking at this potential matchup, right? Watt, Tomlin, Terrell Austin, even Highsmith on the other side if they wanted to, kind of switch things up when Highsmith would rotate over. I mean, this Steelers team also runs a lot of blitzes. Like, it's a blitz-heavy team. And so you're kind of thinking, okay, yeah, great rookie, top 10 pick, lots of potential, awesome. But at the end of the day, this is a 21-year-old going up against Watt, this veteran team. And if they are throwing a lot his way, they're throwing a lot of blitzes, they're throwing stunts his way, it could be a long day. We know Justin Fields doesn't have that many targets to throw to, is like at the wide receiver position. In other words, it's not like he's going to drop back and have like 2-3 options. Guys just, running around like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. Now it's just Garrett Wilson. And so to actually see it happen, to see Membou execute like that in game one, and granted, Pittsburgh doesn't have any tape on Membou. Now they do, but coming into the game, but still, if you're a Steeler fan, yeah, you won the game. Hats off to you guys, 34-32. I get it, but just me being truthful, if I was a Steeler fan, I would be a little concerned. I would have probably said, I want a little bit more off of that right side of the defensive line. We're going up against a rookie here. I get it. He has a lot of potential, but he's still a rookie. And this defensive front is one of the better ones in football. It's not like he's playing against another rookie or anything. No, this was a massive test. And Membou freaking gets an A+. Like, you cannot get better than that. Amazing in the running game. Again, no penalties, no sacks. I mean, Justin Fields was awesome. And I think a big part of that was because of Membou and the offensive line in general, right? Josh Myers really stepping up at the center position. Tippmann sliding over to guard, short notice. Yeah, he's practiced there a little bit in lieu of the AVT injury. But I mean, even look at John Simpson sticking up for Justin Fields with and I know it was a flag, but you just like to see that, hey, look, we have our quarterbacks back. And then Olu Fashanu doesn't get better than that, right? 22 years old. He's out there handling business as well. So, and for what it's worth, I'm not really a big PFF guy, but I do think it's relevant to talk about PFF scores if they match if they match the eye test. If what I'm seeing is something that I'm really liking, and then you look at like a PFF score and they're similar, I don't think it's a coincidence. Now, of course, there's situations where maybe I'm looking at a player, I'm thinking, man, this guy's doing really well today, but the PFF score doesn't reflect that, or vice versa. I'm thinking a guy's struggling, or maybe there's been some questionable plays, like a failure in a critical moment or a specific mistake or something. And again, PFF has the opposite take. But whenever, again, eye test meets analytics and they both are saying the same thing, you're in pretty good hands. And reason why I bring it up, PFF has rated as the #1 offensive line performer in week 1. Again, we were not facing some bottom 5 team. We were not facing some bottom five defense. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Keanu Benton, Alex Highsmith, Jalen Ramsey, Deshaun Elliott for a portion of the game, Patrick Queen, Joey Porter for a portion of the game. Lots of very good Pittsburgh Steelers defenders, and the Jets offensive line without AVT went out and dominated. So is that going to happen every week? I don't know, but I think it's a very good sign that we were able to run the ball with absolute ease against the Steelers defense. Buffalo week 2, Tampa Bay week 3, Miami week 4. I'm thinking as time goes on, Tippmann gets more comfortable playing the guard position. Myers more comfortable working with Justin Fields as that starting center. Membou more experience, Olu more experience, more tape, more practices that are being had throughout the week, more tape to consume for these offensive linemen, and of course Steve Hyden, the new Jets offensive line coach. I think the sky's the limit for this group, and what's really, really, really cool is that they're all young. They're all in, a really big age gap to where it's like these guys can be sticking around. Joe Tippmann can be one of the better offensive linemen for the next 5 years. Membou, same thing. Olu, same thing. AVT, of course, is hurt. John Simpson's the vet out of the group, but even him, he's only 28. So, I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. I think it's a really, really encouraging sign that the quarterback plays well, the offensive line plays well, and we're able to throw and run the ball effectively against a pretty damn good defense. So, again, we lost. No moral victories. I completely understand it, but we're walking away from that game saying, hey, you know what? We handle business in the trenches. And that's something that we simply have not been able to say many times throughout the years. So hopefully it continues. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.